Hi, what's up? It's me, Ms.Black introvert, and thanks for clicking on this video. Just to dive right into the subject matter, your girl has been going to therapy consistently recently. Probably been like a couple of months. I'm gonna say like 4 or 5 months of consistent therapy. Love my therapist. Took me a minute to find a good therapist, but I found her. She's awesome. Love you, Claire. I'm someone, if you don't know, I've been diagnosed with anxiety by a psychiatrist in the past. Not sure if that's the only thing I have. I don't know if I've been misdiagnosed, but I think anxiety. I resonate with that diagnosis. I don't disagree with that I have anxiety. I know I have anxiety. I don't know if that's just a symptom of something larger, not larger. I don't know if that's a symptom of something else, but I think it's fair to say that I do have anxiety. I have social anxiety. Yes. And being somebody that has social anxiety, it's hard, period. But being a Black woman with social anxiety just hits different. It just hits different. It just does. And let me tell you why. I'm not just gonna say it hits different for us Black girlies and just not give you a reason, give you supporting evidence that it just hits different. I'm gonna give you some supporting evidence. So y'all remember when Summer Walker said she had anxiety? She has anxiety, and people didn't believe her. Do y'all remember that? I remember that. And yesterday I was thinking about how us as Black women, and when I say Black woman, I mean anyone that's femme presenting. So as a Black woman, as a dark-skinned fat Black woman, there is certain things that are okay. First, I gotta go back to Summer Walker. So Summer Walker, I don't remember what came about, why she said she has social anxiety. I think it was because of a performance or canceling on performance or something, or people making fun of her or something like that. And she said she has social anxiety, and people didn't believe her because sometimes she likes to wear exposing clothing, and she's an artist. So everyone was like, you can't have social anxiety. You can't have anxiety and be this type of person on live, or this type of person when you go out in the world. This isn't what anxiety looks like. And I noticed it from the Black community, at large. A lot of us, not me, a lot of y'all were like, she don't have anxiety, because people with anxiety don't go out here wearing this, they don't go out here acting like this, they don't twerk, they don't do this. And it just made me realize that as Black women, our mental health issues, our mental health illnesses, if you don't like the term mental illness, comment below what terms I should use, because I've just been saying mental illness for the longest. Mental health issues. When Black women have mental health issues, I've noticed that it's dismissed, and a lot of people don't believe us, which is on brand. Because if you think about the health industry as a whole, Black women are rarely believed when we're saying we're going through really intense pain. People think we're exaggerating. They don't believe us because of this stereotype that we're strong. We can handle large levels of pain physically. So I can imagine that the same goes for us, our health mentally. People think that we have this superhuman ability to withstand more. Black women have mental health challenges. We do. But I think that they go unchecked a lot of the time. So people think that it doesn't exist, because in the Black community, it's not a secret that we don't prioritize mental health, because we're too busy trying to survive. We're too busy trying to make money, because a lot of us are poor. So we don't really have the time to go to a therapist appointment. We don't have time to look into that stuff, let alone even just go get regular checkups for breast cancer and things like that. So, it's no surprise that people might think that it doesn't exist for us, mental health struggles, because of this stigma that Black women just be okay. We just be out here, we're all right. We're okay because we have to keep up this front that we're strong and independent and that we're strong and we can withstand the most like traumatic things, and you would not know. Like, you would not know. Um During therapy, my therapist would say, and I've gotten this myself. So like a lot of people think I'm just this like level-headed person in person, because I try to keep myself kind of like this, because in my past I've been very like everywhere, like quick to anger. So now I'm like over compromising by being this really like chill person. And when I go to therapy, because I'm so used to holding everything in, a lot of the time I'm so used to holding things in, my therapist noticed that I'll have like bursts of emotions, like bursts of like vulnerability. Sorry, burst of vulnerability, and then I'll suck it right back in. Like I'll suck it right back in. Like I'll cry, I'll let it out, then I'll put it right back, and I'm back to this. I'm back to baseline. And I think that a lot of Black women are operating in their baseline because they can't handle that vulnerability. They can't pay the bill. They can't be the head of the household, take care of the kids, worry about saving, making money, trying to get out of poverty. They can't worry about all that stuff and be emotionally vulnerable. So people think that because we're not like wearing our stuff on our sleeves, that we're okay, that we're not suffering, we're not going through anything because we don't wear our suffering on our sleeves. And I think that's really unfair to Black women, to treat us like we don't, to not believe us when we say we're going through something simply because we are able to mask really well. That would lead to people having doubt when you tell them, hey, yeah, I'm going through this thing, I'm going through this. They're like, no, but you're so put together and you're so well spoken, whatever, you're so put together and you get things done. I think it leads to a lot of other health issues manifesting when we are told that we're okay all the time, when we are simply not. And it's okay to be okay, not okay. It's okay not to be okay. But as Black women, it's not. Like, as Black women, we're not allowed to not be okay. I'm so happy there's now a movement of like social awareness when it comes to neurodivergency. Um, I'm so happy that's been the case, because a lot of the time within media, there wasn't any, like, there was nowhere to turn to, nowhere there for girls like me who grew up socially anxious, like, so with social for Black girls like me that grew up with social anxiety, there was really no one to turn to. Like, you just had to deal with it. And in the movies and TV shows we watched, anyone that was like socially awkward, kind of like anxious, anxiety ridden, were white, like white unassuming girls, like I would say like a Twilight, Bella off of Twilight. Kristen Stewart's portrayal of Belle in Twilight, very much socially awkward, very much anxiety. Like, it was given anxiety. But I can't see myself in a Bella Thorne. What I said, Bella Thorne. In a Bella. I can't see myself in her, in a Kristen Stewart. Like, I can't. Um. So a lot of the times you think there's just something wrong with you. Like, why can't I be this outgoing person that people think that I should be? Why can't I be this loud, outgoing person that people say Black girls are? We're loud, we're sassy, we're all of this. Why am I not like that? What's wrong with me that I'm not this confident, outspoken person that people think that I should be? And a lot of the times people didn't know how to approach me because they have this stereotype of what a Black girl should be, and I don't fit it. So they're like, we don't know how to read you, we don't know how to interact with you. What's up with her that she doesn't fit this stereotype that we have? We don't know how to interact with her. It came from, like, white kids were going to disregard me irregardless. White kids was going to disregard me regardless, ostracize me regardless. But I think a lot of Black people also shunned me in a way growing up. Black kids shunned me in a way because they didn't know how to read me. A lot of the times people thought I was just stuck up. They're like, she's not speaking to people, so she must be stuck up. When really, I'm like having a panic attack. It's like, girl, it's not you, it's me. I understand we're kids, like we're teenagers, whatever. So, kids are just going to, if you aren't making an effort to be friends, you're just going to like you know, they're gonna ostracize you. Like when I go out, even now as an adult, when I go out, people treat me in a way where I'm like, I'm not giving you that energy. Like they're treating me like I'm hostile when I'm not even doing anything because I'm so anxious I can't even speak. Like I'll say hi, whatever, but people treat me like they already got their face turned up, and I'm like, I'm just standing here. When Black women are, when we present in a certain way that's not the norm, people just take it as a negative. It's not like, oh, she might be going through something. She might have a mental health problem or mental health issue. And maybe we should be a little bit more kinder and stop coming. Like, I feel like people assume a lot when you're, I feel like people assume a lot about you when you're Black and you aren't operating in a normal way. They just assume a lot and they just brush you off. In a way that I don't think people do to white women, like, or white girls. A lot of people view white women as fragile, and when they have mental health issues, people are like super attentive. I'm so happy that TikTok has given people the opportunity to speak about their experiences as Black women, as Black girls, as Black femmes, and other people to relate and be like, hey, that's me. Like seeing people that don't fit this extroverted Black woman stereotype, it's refreshing to see, because I think it allows room for people like me. I think it allows for different type of Black women to exist and not feel ostracized, because you can go on TV and you can see yourself in other characters, or you could go on TikTok and hear somebody explain an experience and be like, whoa, what the hell? I went through that exact same thing. Wait, you go through that too? Like it's representation is really important. And I know a lot of people are like, they don't believe that. Like a lot of people kind of diminish the importance of representation, but representation is really important. So even with this video, I'm like, I want to speak about it because I want people to know that having anxiety as a Black woman, it is a different experience. And I understand your frustration when you feel like people don't acknowledge your mental health issues, or they brush them off because you are functioning, because you still get shit done, because you have to, because you're socialized to get shit done. Like that's just the way it is. For Black women, we are socialized to like carry a lot of shit, and with a smile. With a smile, y'all. We are socialized to carry a lot of shit with a smile. We are told that we're difficult, that we aren't we're difficult, we're angry, we're mean. And we're so busy trying to not fit into stereotypes to prove that we're not like the other Negroes. We're so busy trying to prove that that's not who we are, that we're not a monolith as Black women, but your mental health is suffering because of the anxiety around trying to prove to people that you aren't this. So I would implore all Black women, femmes, to put down the shackles of trying to prove people wrong that already have this idea of you, that already has an idea of who you are. Put down the shackles of trying to prove these people wrong, because they're going to think less of you regardless. Living your truth. If you don't feel like talking, don't talk. If your mental health just ain't like in the place they need to be to go to work, take a sick day. It's okay. The world will keep spinning. People still gonna get shit done without you. It's humbling, you know? But as a woman, as a Black woman, you do not have to carry the weight of everyone's expectations of who you should be or who you are on your shoulders, along with your own hopes, wants, dreams, and aspirations. You can't hold all of that. So I just want to say, people like Black women that do have mental health issues and struggle with their mental health, please know that you're not alone. and it's okay not to be okay. So yeah, that's the video, y'all. If you like this video, like this video. If you like me, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.